Okay, we're going to close everything out tonight with something that ties directly back to you all on the 1001 by One podcast, which you're all terrific on, by the way. So
Oh,
there are, I believe, Joey, you're going to have to quote me on this, 21 total movies from this year in the book.
So many. When we
so
talked
many.
about this, I thought it was going to be like 5. I regret everything.
There's a lot from 94 in the book, many of which are popular ones, which we've already talked about plenty tonight. And I'll put the full list on social media when this goes up. But something we're going to do to close out the show is we're each going to have the ability to put one film from 94 into the book that we feel like deserves to be in there that's not already in there. So Joey, before we each give our pick, what movies are in the book for 1994?
oh God.
Yeah, I got the list. The Lion King, The Last Seduction, The Wild Reeds, Crumb, Heavenly Creatures, Three Colors, Red, Natural Born Killers, Muriel's Wedding, The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, Hoop Dreams, Santango, Clerks, Four Weddings at a Funeral, Forrest Gump, Shawshank Redemption, Caro Diario, Chungking Express, The Kingdom, La America. That's the list, yeah.
That's a weird list. There was a lot more like international stuff that I had not heard of or seen.
Yeah.
And I didn't get around to this time.
In your 100 films, how dare you?
I know, right? I almost like went back and covered the rest of them. I'm like, I don't have fucking time for that. I have a lot of time, but not time for that. I'm gonna put Crooklyn in. That's my pick.
Hell yeah.
Spike only has a couple of films in the book, and Malcolm X isn't one of them, which is also fascinating to me. Like, how's Malcolm X not in the book? I don't know. So I'm gonna say Crooklyn should be in the book for Spike. He needs that alongside Do the Right Thing.
I'm going to jump in because I don't want anybody to take it. And I'm obviously putting in Queen Margot, my favorite movie of 1994. I will talk about this movie for the rest of my life. I want a t-shirt with Isabella Johnny covered in blood on it. Like, I love Queen Margot and I want everybody to watch it. So that's my choice.
Excellent.
Love that. Mine is Reality Bites. I think it's a perfect example of the early 90s and the idea of sellouts and, you know, getting into the MTV, what that would mean to TV and culture. And I think were ahead of everything. I think Ethan Hawke's fantastic in it.
So my answer is quiz show, kind of. But because the book gets really up its own ass, I actually think what we need is Dumb and Dumber in the book.
Yes.
That's great.
I dig it.
We can't take this too seriously.
It's not about taking it seriously. It's just Dumb and Dumber. Okay, I don't like Dumb and Dumber, so I understand why you would want to put it there, but I actually don't. Because
I mean, you three have all dug
it's
through
too
this.
funny.
It's not funny at all. I find nothing funny about Dumb and Dumber. But Adam, I respect you as part of the Holy Trinity. I don't know what part you are. Are you the Father? Are you the Son? Who knows?
Frankincense. I'm frankincense. We discussed this at the beginning.
Part of the Holy Trinity.
I know, but it's funnier. It's funnier when I say
It's way
that.
funnier that way.
Is it? Because I'm just now I'm just like, who's the Father? Who's the Son? Oh my God, I need to go pray
I
about
have
it.
to be the Father because I was
100%.
the long-standing. I get it.
You're the Father. You're the frankincense. It's fine.
Speaking about Dumb and Dumber, you guys have dug into the book deeply through all your drafting and looking through it and everything. Is there anything on the level of Dumb and Dumber in the book? Like, are they up their own ass across the board, or is there some stuff?
Yeah.
So you do have, and I think this also shows, like, you know, the contributors of the book, like some of the Zucker and Abrams stuff is in there. Naked Gun is in there. Airplane is in there. The good Mel Brooks, Young Frankenstein, Blazing Saddles, the producers. But when you get, I feel like once you get past the 80s, the kind of, you know, slapstick dumb comedies that we really like. I mean, I'd have to go back with a fine tooth comb, but the comedies that kind of I think that we grew up on, there's nothing like that really in the book.
Well, I mean, let's be real. We've talked about it multiple times in the book. They're so heavy-handed before the 1960s, and
Yeah.
like it's
Right.
wild that 600 pages are dedicated to anything before 1988, which has 18,000 films, and it could use with this book. Somebody needs to go through it with fine-tooth comb and be like, actually, maybe we don't need the Thin Man in here anymore. Maybe we should take the Treasure of the Sierra Madre out, or Henry the Fifth, or Henry the Eighth, depending on who you ask. And
Good point. Good point.
Both.
The book is so heavy-handed towards the back end, where it is like those comedies are, they were the slapstick comedies of the time. We need a redo. We need a redo of this book. So
I agree for sure with that. Well, Joey, thank you guys for letting me tie that all back into 1001 by 1.